What's good? This is Trey coming to you with this video, and the question I have for you today is, can you approach a woman you find attractive, right? And specifically, can you approach a woman you find attractive with confidence, with certainty, in a comfortable and natural manner? Can you do that, right? Because from my experience, a lot of men cannot do it, right? A lot of men that you think would be able to approach a woman they find attractive, no problem. What they'll do is they'll put up a front. They'll try to look cool. They'll try to act cool, and the woman will shut them down because the woman can see past that, right? A woman can see past the bullshit, and this is, because I've compared. I used to hit the clubs a lot, and then I also approach women in the daytime, right? And a lot of the reason why men go to the clubs and try to meet women in the clubs is because they know that women are getting drunk. Women are under the influence, so they can't think straight, So the guys are like, oh, it's gonna be way easier, because she's not gonna see how horrible my game is or how insecure I actually am for real, though. You know what I mean? But what happens, I've experimented for myself, is yes, you may be able to get a woman's attention in the club because she's under influence. She can't really, uh, you know, think clearly or really see you for how you really are. But just best believe the next day she's not gonna answer your text. She's gonna come back to her senses the next day, right? So what I'm saying here is you have to actually develop the character necessary to be able to approach a woman you find attractive. You know what I mean? Like, how sad is that to know that you see a woman that you find attractive and you can't even walk up to her without shitting bricks. You can't even walk up to her without being nervous as hell, without sweating on your hands sweating and your legs shaking and all this shit. And I'm not trying to really clown, because at one point I was that too. At one point, the thought of approaching a woman I found attractive was terrifying at one point. I could approach women I did find attractive, no problem, right? I could do any kind of approach, say anything. But when it came to that girl that I actually wanted for real, man, that was a whole different story. So I actually, worked on that, started approaching women that, I found attractive, right? And getting these references to see that, it's not really, in our heads, we make it this big thing like, oh, what if she rejects me? But it's not really that big of a deal. A lot of times if a girl rejects you, a lot of times it's because she's just not available, right? A lot of times that's what it is, right? In the clubs, I notice women will not be available, but they'll still, show interest in stuff because they are under the influence, because they're drinking alcohol, because, you drink alcohol, you don't care as much, right? But you meet that same woman in the daytime, she will say, no, thank you, I have a boyfriend. Unless you have the game, because there's levels of game. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you. There's levels of game. There's ways to get a woman that is in a relationship to still want to mess with you, right? If that's what you're aiming for, there's a way to do it. But a lot of times it's not worth the headache. You know what I mean? If she's in a relationship, just leave it alone. You know what I mean? But the point I'm making here is, can you approach a woman that you find attractive? Can you do it with confidence? Can you do it comfortably? Um, Go. I think you should, go and try it out. If you haven't been doing it, or you haven't done it in a while, go and try it out, because I think a lot of guys think they can approach a woman and they think that they have game and they think this, but you really put them on the spot and they don't know what the hell they're doing, man. They crumble. They start making excuses. They start justifying shit. They start saying, oh, she's not that attractive. Oh, this and that. I've seen it all, because back when I just started getting into this whole picking up women stuff, like, I used to go out with different friends, and I used to hear all the excuses and see all the ways that they try to weasel out of approaching a woman, right? I'm not saying everybody needs to know how to pick up women. I mean, that's your choice. That's your decision, right? But me personally, I think as a man, you should be able to see a woman you find attractive and at least have the choice to approach her with some form of confidence, some form of skill. Not just walk up to her and just be nervous as hell and hope that some shit happens. Basically relying on luck. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video. Just a thought, because I remember when there was a time where if I saw a woman I found attractive, I was just not gonna approach her because I knew that I was just gonna be a nervous wreck. You feel me? And I didn't want to embarrass myself. Whereas now, if I see a woman I find attractive, I'm able to walk up to her and hold eye contact and have a solid interaction with her, right? And I'm okay. I think one of the key things is I'm okay with hearing no. You know what I mean? If I hear no, I don't take it personal, because if a woman says no to you and in less, in a few minutes or whatever, that's not enough time for her to know who you are, right? It's just not enough time. So she can't really reject you. The only thing she's rejecting is she's rejecting the moment, right? That particular moment, things didn't align in a way where she felt comfortable saying yes. A lot of times, even us men, we do this too. Like sometimes in the moment we'll do something and then later on we'll be like, oh, why did we do that, right? So sometimes a woman will say no, you know what I mean? And then later she'll wonder, shit, maybe I should have said yes, And it's just the moment. In that moment, maybe she was busy, maybe she had other things on her mind, maybe she just, some guy just played her and you look like a player. Like, you don't know why she's saying no. You know what I mean? It could be any variety of reasons. But you just got to be strong enough to take the no. The way I see it is, if you want a yes, you got to be strong enough to take the no. If you want to be accepted, you got to be strong enough to be rejected. You know what I mean? You got to be able to take both sides, or else you don't deserve any of it. You know what I mean? Or you just deserve to get lucky, right? That's what most guys, they're playing the luck game. And me, I decided that I didn't want to play the luck game. I wanted to actually have some skill. I wanted to actually have some ability, some balls, some courage. You know what I mean? Some options, some abundance, right? Not just whatever girl luckily I meet. No, I want to be able to create a relationship, create these romantic interactions. You feel me? And be able to have some strength, some power in life, right? So that's the video. Just something to think about. Can you approach a woman? If you can't, and if you would like to, I can definitely help you. You know what I mean? If you have like little questions and stuff like that, you can always message me. I'll be able to answer your questions. A lot of it, a lot of what I've been working on is really the confidence of being able to walk up to a woman and have an interaction with her where you can actually communicate genuinely and not put up a mask or a facade to protect yourself, right? Because that's what most guys do, and that's what I used to do too. I put up a facade to protect myself, because if she rejected me being genuine, it was too much to take. And I don't think a man should live like that. I don't think a man should be able to be crushed by a woman saying no. It's not that goddamn serious if she says no. You know what I mean? If she says no, life goes on. That's one woman out of 7 billion people on the planet. All right. Thanks for watching this video. Peace.